I'm Rebecca. I play Cinderella.
Is she important in the show?
Yes, very. She's kind of the titular character.
The what?
The titular character, which means her name is in the
Oh
title.
my gosh.
Title.
Oh, titular. I always just called it the title character.
Yeah,
I didn't never
yeah.
heard
Yeah.
She's
referred
very
to that way. That
she's
was
very educated
too
girl.
smart sounding
Yeah.
already for me.
She's very educated.
Right. Hey, good morning. Welcome to another episode of Stage Door, a theater podcast hosted by a couple of average guys. We are in Epiphany Church. Is that what it's called?
Epiphany Lutheran Church on Reynolds Road.
Gotcha. Epiphany Lutheran Church. And don't take offense to this by any means, but you guys are kind of like the theater group that, like the little train that just chugging and chugging. All of a sudden, now you're kind of a deal. Well, how'd that happen?
Well, I think the program's really been building because we've been doing some really great shows that people want to be a part of.
Right. So I followed you guys, obviously, on Facebook years ago. And I saw the little shows you were doing. I keep saying little. I'm so condescending. I'm sorry. But it's like, oh, they're doing that show. Oh, they're doing that show. Oh, all right. These guys are legit. All of a sudden, they just keep doing. How many shows do you do a year?
Well, they usually do one children's or youth production.
Okay.
We use ages 7 to 17 in the fall. And then they do a winter show or spring show. And then the last couple of years, they had some summer shows, but they don't always have a summer production. Those are for adults. But sometimes they have children in them.
2 to 3 shows
Yes, a
year?
season. And
Operating out of Epiphany
out
Lutheran
of the
Church?
sanctuary of the church. But it's bigger than that, right, Rebecca? Mm-hmm. Because they build a stage in the sanctuary, a platform stage that's elevated, that they build a couple of weeks before the production.
So for a couple of weeks, the minister is preaching in front of this big set.
In front of a set.
Is he really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So in this one is going to be fun, though, because probably this set is a backdrop of a giant castle.
Yeah, and it looks beautiful. And when they did Sound of Music, they kept the stained window available and viewing for the church scenes for Sound of Music, so it worked out really well. But they hang up a psych and cover that for some of the shows. When we did Lion King, that wasn't showing.
Gotcha. So that was with the Lion King backdrop?
We had for the Lion King, we had a big psych, and we had a great big sun that rose.
And a psych would be?
It's a cloth that hangs behind. The lights shine on it, and we light it with colors so that you can see. Creates a background where there is nothing.
Gotcha.
So is there a double meaning to the name Epiphany Players? It's not just because it's Epiphany Lutheran. Like, you're supposed to gain an epiphany when you come to one of their shows?
I hope so, but I don't think it's part of the naming of the. I wasn't around this.
It's just the church's name.
The church's name, but they've had this. They'd had theater at the church for years. Even back when I was a teenager, they did productions.
Because
here.
I was going to ask, well, where did they come up with the name Epiphany Luther or Epiphany Players? Duh,
It's the name of the
Epiphany
church.
Yeah, okay, got it.
So
I
if you
got it.
started your own group, Ron, you could call it the Ron Players.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
And people would say, is there a double meaning to Ron Players? No.
Rebecca's been involved with the productions for 6 years.
Oh,
7
yeah, there's
years.
another person in the room
Yes.
with us.
Yeah.
I don't remember how long I've been doing Epiphany Productions. I think I started in 2017, I want to say.
Oh, so at least 5-6 years then. This
Yeah.
would be the 6th year then of
You were
doing-
8, 9, 7, 10?
I don't even remember.
She's done 4 shows that I've directed. So, and she was in shows before that.
Mm-hmm.
But the first time that I worked with her, she was Annie.
Oh. Did you have to get your gun, or is it?
No, Annie
no.
curly hair.
Little Orphan.
Oh, Little
I had
Orphan
to
one.
wear
Okay.
this red curly wig that was absolutely huge. We actually dyed my hair for it too.
Oh.
So basically she went from like poor Annie, where her hair was less curly, and then she would get spruced up for Christmas.
Oh, that's fun. And who decided, Jill, did you decide that you to do that? Like make
No,
her poor Annie, or is that all on you, Rebecca? You said,
I
I'm gonna
did
do
not
it.
get to pick the musical that year.
No,
but-
I mean the hair.
Oh, yeah. I borrowed that wig from a friend.
No, I mean like you said, I want you to look run
wanted-
down orphany and then nice.
No, I wanted her to look like the traditional Little Orphan Annie, like the cartoon, which had the curly red hair, almost like an afro-y look. So she
Gotcha.
had that.
All right, so you've been doing it forever. Were you petitioning repeatedly every single year? Can we please do Cinderella? Because I really want to do it.
No, but I did hear about it, I think last year, and I got so excited and I was like, I must be Cinderella.
So is that when you got the pipe and started taking everybody else's knees out, or how did you? What do you mean you must be Cinderella? How did you?
No, I knew that I wanted to work really hard to
there you
get this
go.
role, so
You did it the good way, not the Kyle way. That's
Yeah.
probably good. And so, what did you do exactly that working really, really hard at?
like as soon as
When the auditions.
audition music was, like what song I needed to prepare, I was like working on it almost every day, almost in tears. Like,
oh no, why? Just
It
wanted it to be perfect or something?
it was a lot. It was really hard trying to figure out how to properly sing like a princess because I'm very used to doing a lot more belty songs. So it was definitely a shift, and I had to figure out how to be a princess.
Is that really a difference? I guess I didn't really know.
Oh,
Is it-
yeah.
So you have to sound princessy,
She's
don't sound
a
belty?
belter. Rebecca can really belt and put some sound out there. And for this show, we're trying to get that more traditional kind of a Julie Andrews kind of a vocal. That Rodgers and Hammerstein sound is definitely not.
Oh, that's what this is. This is Rodgers and
Yes.
Hammerstein.
Yes.
So you are a mean director. You said you weren't. You said
I am not a mean director, but I do want a certain style or certain
Okay.
sound. And so I asked
made
them
her
to
cry.
try and adjust for that. No, that was her own self.
Yes.
She just really wanted it. And you know what? She earned it. She knocked it out of the park at her
Did you
audition.
just sit in front of the mirror and
Yeah.
just go, oh?
No.
that's the next.
I don't know when
Next
we'll do
year.
that one.
All right, that would have been.
But I do know there's a different style because she did sing it in a way that I hadn't heard her sing before.
Oh,
the
look at
audition.
that! So you were pleasantly
yeah.
surprised, I'm sure.
I was surprised because I know that she can really belt.
Oh, okay.
So, and I hadn't got to hear her sing that lighter, more of a head voice, and she really.
Okay, so
Did a great job.
are you Prince Charming and all that good jazz? Are there mice in the show?
Singing mic.
Yes.
Oh, there are.
They do sing.
And dance.
We do not have a Gus Gus or a Jack, but they are all absolutely adorable, and I
Okay.
love all of
So
them.
what do you mean there's no Gus Gus and Jack? Because this is not the Disney version. That is what you're
Right.
saying, right? It's the Rodgers and Hammer.
It's the traditional Rodgers and Hammerstein musical version. The one that they originally wrote to do as a television production with Julie Andrews in the 50s, and it's that one. It's
Way
the
before
youth
me.
version of it, so it's actually abbreviated a little bit. They cut a couple of the songs. It makes it about an hour long.
Okay, so
and-
that's not bad at all. Then.
No.
And these mice, are they like 7-year-olds?
Yeah,
Okay.
there are youngest actors are the mice.
Okay. Who's killing it in the show besides yourself, Rebecca?
I think probably the fairy godmother.
Oh, okay. Who's playing the fairy godmother? Do we know?
That would be Annabelle Bucko.
Okay. All right.
And she is doing a fantastic job. She also came into her audition ready to have this
And
part.
and so what? So like, what are the ages of these people in this? show?
7 to 17.
Okay. So is Annabelle 7 or is she 17?
No.
I believe
14
she
or
is.
15.
Okay,
I
so
believe she's 13 because I
Okay.
believe she's younger than I am.
Okay.
So
your godmother's younger than you?
yeah,
But she can play. She's playing older. She's playing older.
All right,
She's a
all
good
right.
actor.
All right. So we also have the Prince Charming here as well. Mason, how are you doing today?
I'm doing wonderful today.
Wonderful today.
Where are you from? What school do you go to?
I go to Bedford High School.
Bedford.
Oh, wow.
And do
So
you
you come
attend
all the way down
Do
here
you
then?
attend this church?
I do not, but
so-
I've heard from other shows. So this is
Auditions are open to anybody.
They're open to anyone in the community.
Very, very cool. So you said you heard from other people that this was good. Like, who were these other people? Like, how,
My-
like your classmates?
Yeah.
And
So my good friend Jillian Vila, she's never done a show here, but she said that her other friends were doing a show here last year. We did Beauty and the Beast, so that's kind of how I heard of this.
I saw the photos of
Theater
Beauty and the
trope?
Beast. They looked impressive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
Mason
It
was
was wonderful.
Lumiere.
oh, well, see, that's probably. Oh, see, so you were in that show, and now you're like, I liked it so much, I got to come back. And
Oh
do
yeah,
some-
absolutely. Yeah.
Cool. So we were talking earlier about dancing. Is there a lot of big dancing in the show, Mason?
I know in my number I do a big waltz circle around the
beautiful.
stage.
All right.
With Rebecca.
I do it with Cinderella.
With Cinderella. Yes. Yeah, but do you dance with other ladies first beforehand?
I do. There's a it's kind of like a court scene right before that, and it's like I dance with all the women, and it's like not something I clearly enjoy. But then
Yeah.
when Cinderella comes onto the stage, it's like a totally different.
Really?
experience
Why?
for
What
him.
did Rebecca do that caught your eye?
She's so pretty compared
Oh.
to, and
I-
she's
I
like so
think it's love
elegant
at
compared
first
to all the other.
elegant. I like elegant
to-
better than
for
pretty.
Miss- from the prince. I don't know. That's,
Yeah. No, that's good. That's good.
Yeah, yeah.
So, do you have to learn how to waltz, or did you already know? How
Oh
to
no,
do it?
I definitely had to learn how to waltz. It's just not. I'm not used to that way of dancing. So that classical kind of dancing was something I had to try to get
Who's
used to.
teaching you this?
It's our choreographer.
Her name is
Danielle.
Danielle Mosley, and she's been ballet trained, so she's really
Oh, wow.
doing a fantastic
Yes.
job adding some elegance and some grace to the dance for this production, because it's not your traditional theater tap dance type of a show.
No, not at
so
all.
she's really added, like, the dance she has created for the white horses is so
Wait, the
beautiful
horses
and
dance?
graceful.
I've yet to see that, and I'm very excited.
Yes, and we have a dance where all of the people in court are doing a court dance, and then we have some waltzing, and she's really created some beautiful.
I want to
elegant
see you bring these
dances.
horses onto the stage in the
there-
church.
It's going
Is
to be
there
awesome.
magic-
They're played by people.
Magic-
that's
magic
less impressive
pumpkins?
then, but still impressive.
There is a magic pumpkin transformation into a
Oh,
carriage.
Yeah.
And so people are going to see a lot of magic on the stage.
We hope.
We hope. I bet
We're going to
you do.
try and create some stage magic. Rebecca's dress transforms on
excited
stage.
for that.
Yeah.
Transformation dress.
Oh my
I'm
gosh.
so excited to
Cinderella
see that.
spins out of
Wait,
her.
this is not supposed to be happening at Epiphany Church.
Yeah,
You guys are really doing
These
some
are
crazy stuff.
real productions. These aren't like little church Easter plays or anything. This is major Broadway production.
Yes.
We
Yeah.
do our best. We certainly do our best. We have a great production team. They build beautiful sets.
Yes.
We have amazing costumes.
Lighting? Oh yeah, costumes.
Costumes
obviously.
are
I bet the
very
costumes
gorgeous.
Are
I
beautiful.
saw my costume yesterday, and I was like,
Oh yeah. Are you like, I'm gonna look so
Now, how
yes.
how
It
much
looks so good.
How much of the church congregation dives into this?
Well, there are always members. Our stepmother is a member of the church.
okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay, and there's always a few church members, but it's open to the public, and we've had the young people from the church involved in every production I've done, but there's a lot of kids from all over the place.
You've got like
The church is very involved, though. Last year, when we did Beauty and the Beast, the pastor played Monsieur Dark
That
in
was
Beauty
really
and the
funny.
Beast.
I
so
enjoyed that.
They would
Yeah.
have to be as much as many shows as you do and everything that's going on. I just love to see that. Obviously we have a vibrant community theater in this area, but now that the fact that the church is so in love with doing theater too.
They are invested. They actually purchased stage lighting and have set it up in the sanctuary.
Why?
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 Because they do 3 shows a year.
But why are they so in love
Yes.
with
Because
theater?
they love theater.
Why?
they call it a ministry, a bridge building on their website. It says it's a
Oh.
bridge building.
It
building
is.
tool.
And they're
Building
they're
to what?
introducing the church to the people that come in here, and we're all invited to other events.
Gotcha.
Where they're doing a fall festival coming up that the whole cast has been invited
yeah.
to, and
Yep.
So the
they-
church just sees it just as any other outreach program, basically, right? This is a program
Community
that they're doing in community
outreach.
building, and
and it's
very community based.
yeah, and it's
Yes.
a gift, and it's a gift to the community if you want to come to see it.
yeah.
And they've got like 30 choir members. They've got all these singers, so they got to do something with them.
Our producer and music director is the music director here at the church
okay.
this
There you
year.
go.
So
Not to mention, it's just a good, wholesome thing for the kids to be doing in the neighborhood too.
it is a great thing.
Yeah, they're
We had a summer camp that was based. It was loosely based on an audition camp for this production, but it was open to all the kids around here, and they did a wonderful camp.
Good. Because if they don't do this, if the church doesn't do this, then Morgan or Rebecca are probably going to be out there having knife fights every
Mason.
night.
Yeah.
Oh,
Mason.
Mason.
And Rebecca, yeah, night fights.
Well, Mason does shows at his school.
Oh, yeah.
I do
Bedford.
shows everywhere.
Bedford's doing Godspell.
That was
That was the
a
community
Bedford
players.
Community
Oh,
Players.
never mind. Different group. Not the high
Bedford
school.
now, they're doing Susical
Okay.
for our senior show.
And I saw
which
that you
I'm very
guys
excited
did that
about.
too. That's the other thing.
We did that 2 summers ago.
Yeah.
Okay.
Last.
Yeah, I'm excited
No,
to see what happens with
It's
that
not
show.
fair. You have a built-in audience. You've got a congregation. They've got to
true.
come, don't they?
Well, when you do a show that has children in it, you have a built-in audience
That
anyways,
too.
because you have the parents and the grandparents and the aunts and the uncles and the cousins all come out to support, especially when you have younger people in the cast. But we've got 39 in this cast. So,
39? Is
yes.
that big? Is that a big number compared
That
to
is
normal?
big. For me, I think the first show we did here, we had about 20, 25
In the cast?
in the cast. And this show, we had, I think, over 50 auditions.
Is that how many people? Ooh, you cut people?
We did not cut.
Oh,
We
okay.
had people that had conflicts and couldn't end up going.
okay.
They auditioned for this and something else. And
Do you cut ever?
I have only when it was too many to have in a show, and that's the only reason.
And that would have to be an extreme situation, I bet.
I directed a cast one summer, not here, but at another theater where there's literally no room for anyone downstairs or backstage.
But it was with Epiphany Players.
No,
No, I only mean Epiphany.
Oh, here.
No, I'm not in life.
No, our
yeah.
goal is to include everyone who wants to be a part of it, and even if they can't be on stage, we would have them helping backstage or doing something to be a part of it.
That's awesome.
Probably won't see really edgy stuff.
No, we
on
try
here.
to do something that's church appropriate.
Sure.
Right. So you've done So you've done like Sound of Music. You said you did Susical. You're doing Beauty and the Beast. You've done all these very
The
family
youth
friendly.
productions that I've been involved in were last year we did Beauty and the Beast.
I think that was like one of the best youth productions I think I've ever been in.
Wow.
Really?
Wow.
It was a really good. It was really fun. I enjoyed it. I think it's
They
one of my
could-
favorite
Mason
musicals
is
I've ever
gunning
done.
for the next role right in
they-
front of
yep,
the
yep,
director.
yep. And they
That
do-
was the best one.
It was a great show. It was a
Ever
great
It was
cast.
so fun. Like
Ever
the
in
storyline
Toledo.
of Beauty and the Beast is just great.
It is.
It's all around just a really good family show, but like it's just a fun show to do.
Fun is what you want to have in every
absolutely.
single one. Exactly.
But this show is also
It's very-
wonderful
yes, it's a
family
wonderful show.
entertainment. It's a great show. It's very especially family friendly because there's no mean characters in this show other than
I mean, like
the
the step.
stepsister and the stepmother.
I think they're a lot more funnier than they are mean.
Yeah, but there's no
I don't know.
bad guy
It's not
really.
awful.
So it's a really fun, friendly show.
So I want to talk about the two of you on stage
Mm-hmm.
together, though. So have you ever worked together in a show? First of all,
Yeah, we did.
yeah,
We were in Beauty and the Beast together.
Yeah.
yeah. And you were Lumiere. She
yes.
said earlier. And what did you play?
I
Rebecca?
was
Anything?
Madame de la Grande Bouche or the
That was such a
wardrobe.
funny
wardrobe.
character. I love that she played that
Because
character.
she belts. She belts.
It was amazing.
She did. So did you guys get to know each other really well in that show, or are you just now starting to
I
get
think
to
we
each other?
got
in
to
this
know each
show?
other way better in this show.
Yeah.
Because I think with the like more variety of like lead roles in Beauty and the Beast, I think there was just a lot of people in that show.
Right.
But
Yeah.
it's
You have to create a magical
Chemistry
waltz
together up there, yeah.
Dance around the stage
yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
No pressure on the
No
two of
pressure.
you two, but you
No, I
are
know.
the what'd you call yourself? Not the title
the
character.
titular character.
Oh, phew.
Title
Yeah,
character.
the title character. So you got to kind of carry
Yeah.
the show here, and then you are Prince Charming. So you have to. Everybody's gonna be looking at you. So
No
you have
pressure.
to be Prince Charming.
I have to be very princely all
Yes.
the time. It's just like the stoic, elegant
Is
character.
he pulling
all
it
the time.
off?
I think so, yeah.
I hope so.
Glass slipper? Is there a glass slipper scene?
It's not going to be glass. That's
Fake.
That
That-
seems
Plexiglass.
it is very sparkly. So
I've
A
never seen it
sparkly
before.
sliver?
so-
Oh
Yes.
no, you're not allowed.
No,
you're
I'm
not
not allowed to see it until the show, probably. I know I give her the shoe at one point in the show. I'm like,
Yeah.
here's your shoe.
You give her the shoe.
I do. I give her
say?
back to
Or
her,
the
and
boot.
I like confess my love for her.
Here's your shoe. I found it, and I love
finally
you.
found you. Here's the
Essentially.
show.
That seems weird. I'm just going to say it's weird. You're obsessing over the shoe that she left behind, but whatever. That was normal back in 1402 or whatever this thing was.
Are there a lot of high schools represented in the cast? Do you know where other kids are from? I don't know where you're from.
I am a homeschooled freshman.
There you go.
So
I think Evergreen is another.
It's safe to assume, though, that there are several schools represented throughout the
yeah,
country.
most
absolutely.
definitely.
Yeah, like if you had to guess, is
very
it 47 schools or 5?
Oh, probably
Or in
something
between.
Probably something in between.
Yeah.
I'd say like 15 schools, maybe.
Wow, that is a lot. That's a lot more than I kind
I'd
of figured.
say so. I don't know. I can't say.
Oh,
for
that's
sure.
good. So there should be lots of representation out there, all kinds of talent
Oh, yeah,
out there, all
absolutely.
kinds of everybody going on. So do you guys know when the show is?
You can go.
Okay.
Oh, he's such a gentleman, Prince.
It is November 18th and 19th at 7:30, and then the 20th at 3:00.
Oh, wow. And how do we get tickets? Do we show up at the door? Do we know what's going on there?
You can actually buy them online.
Okay.
And I'm currently finding the.
Oh, he's looking
the
on his
link.
phone right now.
I literally just posted this the other day.
But I know you can go probably to Epiphany Players on Facebook, and then once
Yeah, you could
find
also
there-
go through their website, and there's a ticket link, and it'll show you the ticket link.
When you transform, is there going to be smoke?
I do not know.
I want to see the magic and the lights flashing, or is it just like boom, you just become it? That's I would, and then the horses run off or something.
Well, the horses and the coachmen and footmen, they all run around me while I start the process of transforming the dress. So
really, the point is everybody needs to come to the show. Yeah. Come to the show, and then we will
Absolutely.
see all of the magic that's happening. So instead of us just trying to describe and to guess, just come to the show.
Yeah, absolutely. No
Most
pressure,
definitely.
but you should still go anyway.